They look like a rock and roll duo of the 60s.
Yeah.
Rather perform together on one mic. Hi there.
Alrighty, with my next game, I have Dying Light number 2. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna say I loved Dying Light because I put a rant video out about it. I'm not gonna lie, it was really dumb. I was like 15 years old ranting, and I'm not happy with this game. Honestly, why it's on my list is I'm just looking for a really good open world zombie game. Like, I really loved State of Decay. Did you ever play that game?
I didn't play State of Decay or Dying Light, so I'm out of this one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm out.
So, State of Decay was kind of like that open world, because we are big Walking Dead fans, and I've always loved a zombie game in general. That's why I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty Zombies. I didn't play Modern Warfare 3 because Black Ops came out with 10 multiplayer maps for zombies, so I just played zombies all day. But I've always been walking. No, I'd find myself just constantly looking for a zombie game that made me feel like it's an open world and you don't know what's going to happen next. You have to create settlements, you have to do this, that. And I would love it to be like a great multiplayer game like that. I know Dying Light's not going to be anything like that, but I'm just looking for a good open world zombie game. And that's why it's so high up on my list right now. It's number 5. That's why it's so high up on my list, just because I've been dying for Dying Light. Good God, I did that. No, I've just been super excited about a zombie game, and I'm really hoping that I hadn't even played Days Gone yet. I haven't played Days Gone, and I heard it's really good, but I don't think zombies would be like super fast like in World War Z or anything like that. I wasn't a big fan of World War Z. Days Gone, I haven't really looked into it that much. I really need to, even though it's already out. It's been out for a long time now. So.
And with that coming onto the list, we're going from zombies to ghosts. Because my next game on the list is Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to say Ghostbusters or something.
Are they coming out? Are they coming out
yeah,
remastered or something of Ghostbusters? I don't know. But Luigi's Mansion 3, I pretty much grew up, like, when the first game came out on the Nintendo GameCube back in 2001, I think it was. Like, I remember getting the GameCube, and that was one of the first games that I got for the GameCube. And I've always been a big Luigi fan. I didn't like Mario too much. I liked his brother Luigi. For me, I was so happy that they got a third installment. I was happy they got a second installment that came out on the 3DS. It wasn't what the first one was. And granted, the first one is short and sweet. It feels like they were rushed the game at the end of the game, because the last part leading up to the final boss, the King Boo, it was great, but it felt like it could have been much more. And now here we are with Luigi's Mansion 3, something that I did not know it was coming out. And when it was announced, I think last year, I think so, yeah. I was overhyped. I was like, God, I can't wait for this to come out. And I knew it was going to come out in a year later. I knew I'd be waiting a year and a half for it. But it's coming out on Halloween, I think. Yeah, Halloween this year. I just know it comes out in October. But for me personally, for loving all the others and seeing all the mechanics they have actually added to this game from E3 this year, I am excited to see the little green guy get back in there and, kick Major Ghost butt. It's going to be amazing.
So, number 3 has already been stolen. I was going to say The Last of Us 2. I was a really big fan of The Last of Us 1, played it a lot. I actually never completed it myself because there was so much going on. Really enjoyed the campaign itself, of course, but also enjoyed the multiplayer a lot. I found like when me, you, and Philip would get together and play online, it would just be a really fun time. And it's a more strategic game, and I kind of like that when it comes to trying to plan out my moves. I'm very strategic type of guy. I just don't like run and gun a lot of times, unless it's Call of Duty. But I don't care. I'm just hoping for another great story. Ellie's gotten older now. She is a teenager, I think, in this game.
I think she was a teenager in the last one. She was like preteen.
Yeah, she was like a preteen last game.
She's probably close to being an adult this time around.
Yeah, she's probably like 20 or so. So I think it's going to be interesting to see, how the world has changed throughout those years and how they tell that story. So you kind of explained everything else for me.
Yeah. I did not even know you wrote it down again. So hey,
I did. I wrote it right there. It's right here on my list, on my super cool list. It's like
there's mine, like right there.
Yeah, you delve really deep into that. So. All right, man. So what's your top one?
This is my number one, but this is number two on the list. So mine is Cyberpunk 2077.
2077.
Before Keanu Reeves was ever announced for that game, I was already hyped. My buddy Wesley, he sent me this 45-minute gameplay trailer or gameplay thing where it showed a trailer. It showed a lot of gameplay. Dude, I was just sitting there. I was like, dude, that's immersive.
Speaking of which, did you know Keanu Reeves just agreed to be in Matrix 4?
I did see that. I'm kind of scared on that because I was kind of iffy on Matrix 2 and 3. Enjoyed them. Enjoyed 2. 3 was eh. But back to the topic at hand. Cyberpunk is being made by CD Projekt Red. They made The Witcher 3.
Very good game. Very good
game.
One game of the year too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for me, they put a lot of love into their games, and they spend a lot of time trying to make, everything. You can interact with everything, do everything. I was just knowing that in my mind, and that they're making this game and it's a shooter. I'm like, dude, this is going to be amazing. I'm hoping that this blows games like Fallout out of the water and can put Bethesda back on track, because for the fact that this is what that is, but better. And
that's a tall task, man. Yeah. People love their Fallout.
Yeah, I do know that. And like I said, I'm hoping with Bethesda's blunders they've been having recently with their little Fallout 76 games like that, it's just been bad. It's been given a bad rep because they try innovating online and it's crap. So hopefully this says, hey, look, good single player games are still out there. You can put lots of time in it and have fun with it. And that's what I'm really ready for Cyberpunk, because it looks beautiful all the way around.
It does look good. I've never played a Cyberpunk game, but it does look very good graphic wise.
You never played a Cyberpunk game?
Never did.
Well, this is the first. Anyway. But yeah, Cyberpunk is just, I could talk about it for hours, but I'm talking about it short here. It's just, I cannot wait to play it. And my buddy Wesley, if he was here, he would be talking his head off right now. It's amazing. Shout out Wesley.
Here's one of my honorable mentions really quickly before we get to the number one pick.
And I have a few as well. So.
Yeah.
Number one.
Are we ready for number one?
Number one.
All right, number one, I think, is the most predictable number one ever. Marvel's Avengers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. First off, big MCU fan. I know he is as well. Fantastic movie franchise that they've put together. 11 years, going on 12 now. Staying strong throughout everything that they've done.
Pause. And yes, this is coming. This review, I think not review, but this top 10 is coming off of the Spider-Man incident that's happening with the MCU right now with Sony and Disney.
We are very upset about that, but hopefully that won't last. Hopefully they'll be able to strike a deal at some point.
Shake hands.
and, you know, bring him back. But no, this game is something I think everybody who is like a superhero fan has been looking for. Like, we saw Marvel's Spider-Man a few years ago, what was it, 2 years ago, come out and absolutely blew everything out of the water. Now you're getting to play as Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man. Like, all of these characters that we've known and loved and watched their movies over the past 11 years are now coming to a video game for us to be able to play as that. And I think that's such a huge thing, you know, for gamers everywhere. It gets you away from the Call of Duties of the world or the Fortnites or whatnot, and lets you really get involved and feel like something beyond what anybody could ever be. And I think that's great.
And, you know, I've read a lot of people's, you know, doubts about this game. They're all going off of, oh, the character models look like sim level characters. They are hideous. Yeah, I was the one making pocket, you know, just doing these little jokes and whatnot. And I'm like, it goes back to what they said a long time ago about video games. It doesn't matter how ugly it is. It matters how it plays. If it plays great, if the mechanics are there, you'll love the game, despite how it looks. Yeah. Yes, we want to see beautiful, you know, watch the hair fly in the wind and all that, but come on, it's an Avengers game. If you don't like this one, then hey, here's another one for you. You can go to the Switch. There's a new Marvel's Ultimate Alliance game on the Switch that just came out a month ago. It has, you know, the cartoony style that you grew up on. I mean, if you want to, go play that game. Yeah. I heard it's really good. I haven't got to play it yet. I really want to play it. It would have been on this list, but it's already out. Came out back in July. So
yeah. And we're in late August. But Marvel's Avengers coming out May of 2020. I think it said like May 6th or so of 2020. I think so. May 6th or May 4th is one of the two dates that I think I saw. It's coming out. It's going to be amazing. It's an original story. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fun to just kind of chill back and play as a superhero. I think it's going to be great. But that caps off our top 10. We did that. Great games, all of which we hope to see hit the big market pretty soon, within the next coming year. Some of them a couple months from now. Some of them within a month. I think it's going to be fun. Did you guys agree with our topics? Let us know. Be sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, do all that. I've never done this before. This is kind of new. I don't like this. The whole like hit the like button and the comments and the grr.
Well, if you want to, I will add this. Tell us what your favorite games are. Tell us games that are coming out in the next year that you are ready for. I'd like to see that. I mean,
open up the conversation, man.
Like I said, like we're always down to chat and talk about games. I mean, there's plenty of games that we didn't put on the list, and we're like, wow, that's a game that we didn't even think about. Where was that at? Tell us about it. Tell us how you're ready for it.
I mean, there's still a couple more to be announced that we don't know yet, so you never know what could hit.
Shoot, I heard there's a Nintendo Treehouse Direct coming out, you know, in the next month. Who knows what they're going to talk about there? Like, one of my favorite games that I should have put on this list is coming out on September 27th. It's an Xbox game called Ori. It's coming out on the Switch, and I'm excited about that because I wanted to play Ori, and now it's coming out on the Switch.
I want to thank you all guys for watching this video. It's been a blast. Be sure and check out the AWF. We're 2/3 of the party of the AWF. We have we got our buddy Philip.
Right over here.
Yeah. It's our own wrestling series that we've been doing, and it's been really fun. We've been really enjoying that, so be sure and go check that out. Put a link down in the description where you can go check that out. We already have 3 episodes up, getting ready for number 4 that comes out on September the 8th. So just be looking forward to that. Other than that, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you all later.